bring you in for the Sun perspective.
Well, Zora, Rashid Mezion was happy with his bench production in the first half, as you'd imagine. He said because of injuries to start the season, everyone has just stepped up and played different roles. We honestly can't really distinguish between the starters and the bench, but said everyone's contributed in the first quarter. Felt like he went away from that in the second quarter. He just said defensively we're not where we need to be.
Nia Rivers. Coach Mezion also talking about bench scoring, 19 bench points for the Sun. Third quarter action here. Third quarter action here. Clark has Lacan on her. That's been the matchup so far. Fading, scoring.
Side, put everyone on the weak side. Lacan's not an easy defender to create space and shoot over.
Lacan, a pull-up of her own.
Find some three-point shooting is certainly as helpful. An area Nia Rivers has continued to improve upon. Great cross-court look from Lacan, but this time Lacan gets some Caitlin Clark to her spot. Great counter moves to get it off.
You can't guard it all, right?
In theory, those are shots that you'd be more willing to concede. So you're going to get got. But a tough, contested mid-range look is something you would want.
And Hall gets it up the floor.
It's a great get back by Rivers.
Billings, no back-to-back, shuffles it to Boston, in and out. 10-point game. 2 minutes gone by in the third. Rivers already has 1-3 in the quarter. Kick it to Lacan. Holds the follow.
That shift in rotation, the defense a little bit late. An area Lacan is working on. Improvements from the three-point line.
Trading threes. But if you're the Sun, you got to get some stops, can't trade baskets.
Take a look at this. Everyone's just continuing to be shift. That's a great screen set by Aaliyah Edwards to open up Lacan, but on the other side, they get Caitlin Clark going to her left. Little side evening
for Caitlin Clark. Lacan into the toolkit. Edwards from the outside. Counting
for Aaliyah Edwards, doing the same type of thing, learning to stretch the floor.
Rivers has Hull on her. Miller intercepted by Mitchell. Oh, thought she was gonna stop. Just a little stutter.
Get back, she's got length, she's got a quickness. So for Mitchell to be able to create that type of contact, the game continues to flourish.
1 for 2 for Mitchell. Lacan dumps it back down to Edwards. Here's Rivers. Shot clock winding down. Rivers behind the defense.
Those are the little things, finishing off a possession.
Clark picks up her dribble. Had to go to the timeout.
See her effectiveness tonight, but it's the little things. She's doing the dirty work too. Watch her on this box out, finding a body, keeping Miller off the glass. A big emphasis for Indiana in their improvements has been getting better on the defensive end of the floor. That's the difference. That's the difference in so many overtime games they've had, one possession games, those little things.
It looked like a box-out drill.
Effort to get back in transition defense, but Indiana has done a nice job keeping them off.
The Fever sitting on an 8-point lead. Hole just off. The Sun already have more points in this third quarter than they did all of the second. Offense flowing just a little bit better. That high-low action has worked. The anticipation to get it right to Clark. Shoots over Edwards. To Hull. So it's that time of year again.
Lexi Hall, you mentioned the first point. She struggled a bit. She had been shooting the three ball really well. Struggled a bit last game and the line, get an opportunity, or whether it's an easier basket to try and get your rhythm back.
Some contact down deficit. Rivers trying to close it up. Morrow.
Think about though when saying that we're contested. If you're Connecticut, you want to try and do a better job of getting more pressure at the rim in this circumstance.
Billings spins and fades, tipped by trying to get it down low. Coach Mezion talked to us about that today, playing through our team's strengths.
And think about how effective they were at that in the first quarter.
Nice cut by LeCon.
Get going, was turning Indiana over.
Cunningham directing traffic. Clark and Mitchell playing off one another. And how did Mitchell get through? That's 2 blocks in a row and a shot clock violation. The impact.
And this is some great help as she comes over. She covers so much ground with that length. And it's not though just about her size and
league history in blocks. Got to get it down to her. They do. The hook shot goes.
Starts, get some stops, and see if you can find those ways inside offensively.
Clark loses her defender. Dribble will get you.
And it's just the awareness of always understanding where the defense is at, or not.
Morrow, met by 2, doesn't matter. Clark retreats. The handoff. Thought Cunningham was in the corner.
Toying with the basketball. And Rivers staying up high loses her. And that's where
delay of game on the Fever. We play on. Ledger Walker relatively quickly. Against the Sky, that game went to overtime. They ended up winning. Clark on the dump down to Boston, misses the chippy. Kick out to Cunningham. Ledger Walker, met by traffic. Nelson
and also teams just continuing to battle and be resilient. And there's a fine line with that, but for the Fever, knowing that this Sun team is not going to be going anywhere.
Stephanie White saying we cannot relax. Have to maintain our sense of urgency. Hines Allen, no one's looked up at the shot clock.
Playing with leads earlier today, Aaliyah Boston said those last 2 games showed the Fever's resilience, but also she said we need to get it to do that. We need to keep our execution and defense at the same level no matter what. Kelsey Mitchell said it's just all about discipline.
Got it to 2, then Boston went the other way. Clark, shuffle pass.
Hungry Connecticut team. They may be 2-12. We've said it over and over again. They got key pieces back. They're starting to get healthy. They've been in a lot of close games, and at some point they're going to have that shared experience and learn
in that area. Pushes the advantage to 6. Let's remember, this is a game of runs, too. Only natural. Ledger Walker will play point. Morrow couldn't get by anyone. Ledger Walker timely. You'd like to think it's Mitchell time.
Well, Morrow getting in the paint touch, inside out, the kick, big time play there.
Harris got it all. 2 wins on the season. Last in league standings. This is a Fever team with championship aspirations. A sense of urgency is what Stephanie White says her team needs to hold on to. In these last few, you've got Burke, Nelson Adota, Ledger Walker, Morrow, and Angloma on the floor for Connecticut. Burke gets it to Nelson Adota, the pull-up in and out. Boston being that point forward. Up against Morrow, nice spin. Mitchell will take him. Picks it up. All the way. 2-point game.
How do you like that for focus? In her 6th game here with the Sun.
To tie it.
Defense, she has been on it all game long. Gets the tip.
Big opportunity for Angloma. 1 for 2. 3. So many close games for the Fever recently, which means they have experience in these moments. Boston, all across the lane, just all down by. Connecticut has the opportunity to take the lead and does. 1-point basketball game. Just about 8 minutes to go here in the 4th. We got Fever.
Versions on the floor between Mitchell and Clark to be able to get that look off.
That puts the Fever back up by 2. Clark. Shot clock winding down. And a travel call.
Cue to play. You see the stagger screen there for Caitlin Clark. Gives her room to free rhythm.
And so many of us know it, and she still gets the shot off. Clark just hit that big 3. She's got 4.
Physical, getting into bodies. You see it right here. Arms getting tied up and tangled up.
2-point game. Clark will inbound. On the fade, nice anticipation by Clark has been so on target on the inbounds. They go back to her. She draws 2. Boston left alone. Tie or take the lead. The opportunity the Sun have on this possession. Remember, Morrow got the lead a couple possessions ago. Nelson Adota, she's been efficient. Interception to Burke. In and out.
Got such great instinct. She's obviously quick, but.
And Gloma just, if you're the Fever, you want something good. Mitchell couldn't turn the corner. Another low shot clock situation. Boston against Griner. Big shot.
To body through a player like Brittany Griner and be that strong and physical.
Lacan. Well, and the confidence too.
In her body. She's got just going straight on. She's able to create a little distance with that hook. Does her work where she understands exactly where the defender's going to be. So you see she has a shoulder to be able to get off that shot without Griner being able to get any fingers on it.
Contact.
Ups up the game a little bit more with the fast pace and transition looks that the Fever want to get.
Clark, long range, got it!
Caitlin Clark is cold, coming to her left once with their spacing on the floor.
They go to Griner, kick out to Rivers. Needed that.
Does a good job, just as you see, getting to her spot, shooting above and over Clark, and then here's an illegal screen called by Lexi Hall.
Sequence, just under 5 to go. BG down low. Right time.
Once again, Lacan, it all starts with her penetration, pulling in the defense.
Lacan. And another one.
Great run on the break.
Mitchell, between the legs. I mean, she's playing.
Nelson Adota pulled out on her, and she is just too tough.
Under 4 to go. Has Lacan on her.
This was a foul, but Lacan, I mean, she's got length, she's got quickness, she's staying in front. You see a little bit of an extension there, but keep an eye on.
And they stay matched up right here. Clark. Stays at a 3-point game. Nelson Adota all alone on that side. To Griner. The spin cycle. To Cunningham. 3 minutes left. Mitchell. Oh, the no look to Boston. Missed opportunity. Connecticut can tie it with a 3. Lacan threads the needle. Nelson Adota against Boston. Rivers denies the screen, elevates. Clark has 25. 5 from the outside. Clark gets it to Boston. Cunningham.
Executed play.
Nelson Adota kicks it to Burke. Clark has Griner on her, which means Boston for the kick out. Another!
With the assist, you got a couple of them right there. Sophie Cunningham up with the steal, gives the Fever another possession, and oh, what a pretty pass for Caitlin Clark into Aaliyah Boston. Kick out, and once again, Cunningham.
Taken one shot prior to those 2 big threes. Now you've got yourself in an 8-point deficit if you're Connecticut. Big rebound by Cunningham has had the last 6 points. Clark pitches it to Boston. They go back to Cunningham. This time, she takes it all the way. Oh, run by Sophie Cunningham alone.
The Fever are doing what they need to. They've run out the clock. They've been patient. They've taken time, and then they have put exclamation points at the end of possessions.
30 seconds to go. This Fever team showing poise down the stretch.
Cunningham open, and she's delivered.
Cunningham has the last 11 points. Opponents' runs. That's what I take away from the last few games from the Fever. Another rebound by Griner. Morrow will put another one up before time winds down.